What's up, guys? I'm Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine Borders on Tyler Perry's Sisters. Be sure to subscribe to the Haves and the Have Nots review for not only reviews on the Haves and the Have Nots, but also on Sisters. And while you're at it, give your girl a follow on Instagram at Crystal Lee Naomi. And I'll see you every Wednesday at 9 only on BET.
All right, Sisters fans, I hope you are doing well. This is just a question because I've actually noticed this. I saw a few posts in the Sisters Facebook group, and I got a few comments about this on Instagram. And first of all, just thank you again. We are less than 1,000 members away from hitting 100,000 in the Sisters Facebook group. So go down to that description box below. There are links to all the social media I have down there. Find that link with the Sisters group and join in. We have a good time talking about the show all week, every week. So make sure you do that. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, click that bell notification icon and select all, and let's jump into it. There are those who actually believe that there's a chance that Karen and Zach will get back together. And I remember back in season 1 towards the end, especially when Chris, the guy who's in head of Chain Breakers, I believe Miss Lisa's boyfriend, as soon as, he came into the picture and was telling Zach about, how to pretty much make a bag legally. People were like, you know what? Here's what's going to happen. Karen kicks Zach to the curb, but once he gets himself together, that's when she's going to want to be with him again. Honestly, I forgot to mention this in my episode review, but watching last night's episode, I was realizing that Danny and Zach are kind of in the same boat where they have two individuals who, for lack of a better phrase, are bringing out the best in them. But at the same time, they come with their own baggage because this baggage is also preventing them from having a stable, I'll say relationship, but they aren't really in a relationship. But yeah, stable relationship. On Fatima's side, could there always be a Hayden where not necessarily just the one guy from work who's messing up with Zach and, put him in jail and everything. But remember, she dates around, lots of one night stands and whatnot. So if it isn't Hayden, who's to say there won't be another guy who will try to get rid of Zach if it means having another shot at Fatima? And then, of course, on the Preston side, it's part of his family being racist or bigoted towards black people, specifically Danny. So the question is, can Zach and Danny really handle it? Because in most cases, Zach's like the playboy, the one who's in charge and whatnot, but he's actually met someone who's just like him. But then on the Danny side, she's used to being the loudmouth, one in control. But okay, you actually have a sweet guy who honestly wants to hear your thoughts, feelings, and opinions. How can you handle that? So it's kind of interesting to think about, Zach being paranoid because, Karen kind of treated me the same way. And once I kind of, got a bit too comfortable, that's when things fell apart. So I'm very iffy on if I should do the same thing with you, Fatima. And then on the Danny side, she's really never been open up with anybody. Or been open with anyone. So now that she's in a situation where she can be open, she's hesitant for, good reason. But the reason I bring up the whole Karen thing is because one of the synopsis, I think it's for episode 21. Yeah, the penultimate episode before the finale. It says that Karen wrestles with her feelings for Zach. I mean, Andy calls her out for it, but she really only used that in defense when it comes to Gary. But then, Aaron also calls her out for it because, your heart's still with Zach, you still love him. And that makes sense because, even though obviously they split on bad terms, they were together for a while. So I don't think the feelings just go away. Only difference between Aaron and Andy is the fact that, Karen has moved on, but, Andy just is still stuck in the same place. But could there be truth in what Andy said, that Aaron's just a guy to fill in the void until she gets back together with Zach? Well, I'll put it this way. Based on current situations, I would dare say that Zach and Fatima will last a lot longer than anything that Aaron and Karen go through. But it just depends. I feel like, if nothing else, you actually see that Fatima's changing Zach and vice versa in regards to kind of leveling him up to see his potential. And Zach is allowing Fatima to see that, true love is a possibility. But on the Aaron and Karen side, it's like, I don't really see what Karen is doing that changes Aaron, you know? Whereas you can see some kind of change in Karen on the Aaron side, you know, not cursing as much, being more calm somewhat. So it just feels like there's a little bit of unevenness. Now, the only reason I could really see Zach getting back together with Karen as opposed to staying with Fatima is if there's a constant threat, whether it be Hayden or someone else. But at the same time, it would just be so stupid. It's like what was it? Diary of a Mad Black Woman, the play where Helen got back with Charles as opposed to staying with her new boyfriend. So I feel like it's the same kind of situation. I don't want Zach to get back together with Karen, especially when she got him arrested under false pretenses without having all the clues and facts. Like, I wonder if Zach's ever going to find out, well, hang on, no, he knows that Karen locked him up. It's just a matter of, in episode 21, where the synopsis says that Karen wrestles with her feelings for Zach, is this after she finds out that Zach wasn't the one that charged the credit card? If that's the case, too bad, so sad, you effed up. So you don't deserve Zach. That's just my thoughts. So let me know your thoughts. Don't just say, I don't want Zach to get back together with Karen. Let me know, do you think it will happen? And if it does, what would happen between him and Fatima that would make him get back together with Karen? So there we go. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. And if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.